Good afternoon again, and hopefully most of you have all gotten started on the first module assignment. As I said yesterday, a few people had already turned it in. Looking today, I've got a couple more that have been submitted, and I'm seeing most everybody already with their SAM accounts created. I think we're waiting on just a couple of students. And again, let me remind you, we went over the syllabus yesterday. All of my assignments will be open until June 24th. So if for some reason you are having a hang-up with getting your book, getting your SAM code, you will not be penalized for not getting those assignments turned in on the recommended due date. But please, as soon as you do get the required materials, you need to really get on the ball and work hard to get caught up, get back on schedule. As I have posted there in the syllabus, and meet those recommended due dates as best you can. All right, don't let yourself fall too far behind. All right, I want to take just a few minutes today and show you how to upload your SAM projects. This is confusing for students at times, so I wanted to go over it with you. You can see here that I have logged into SAM, and by default, it takes you to the activity calendar. I prefer to look at the activity list. I'm a list person. So here is my list of currently available assignments. As I mentioned yesterday, the trainings are all available already, and they will be there all semester long. Tonight, you have to turn in, if you meet that recommended due date, you have to turn in your Module 1 SAM project. Okay, so that's available now. So when you click on that assignment, it's going to come up and give you some information, and make sure you always read anything that pops up in a window in any program. Do not just click the X to get rid of it or cancel. Make sure that you read it. That's going to tell you a lot. So with the SAM projects, I give you 3 submission attempts, and I will only record the highest grade in the Moodle gradebook. These are 100-point projects. So you can see right here it tells me I have 3 submissions allowed. And as of right now, I still have all 3 submissions remaining. So I'm going to click Start to get started. Now, we have 3 different bullet points here. Download the instructions. You need to download these. You can print them out. If you have an iPad, you can go back and forth that way, whatever's easiest for you. This is your step-by-step instructions, like you have in your textbook, but this is not in your text. So you need the instructions from here. It will open up in Microsoft Word. Then, number 2, you have files that you need in order to complete the project. This is your start file. So you will download it. It will open in Microsoft Word. That's like your data file that you have used on the textbook activities. Since we are working with pictures in this first module, here is a link to a picture, and you can tell that by looking at the file extension at the end. Maybe you have learned before. File extensions tell you a lot. A PNG or a JPG or a GIF file extension, all of those represent pictures or graphics. So you will need that file to insert into your document. Then you are ready to get started. Now, when you are finished with working the steps from the instructions, you will come back to this window and you will upload your completed project here. SAM automatically grades it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have already completed this project. So I'm going to click on Browse, and I'm going to go to my flash drive. And here's my Module 1 folder. Hopefully you have some type of a file system set up. And then here are my Module 1 files. Okay, the SAM project, this is it right here. SAM is very picky, so the file name has to match exactly. And it's in your instructions that when you go to save the file, the only thing you change from its original name is the 1 at the end. You delete that 1, and you put a 2 in its place, and then you save it. That's the only thing that will change. So here's the file that I have completed already. I'm going to upload it for grading. So here I hit Submit. Okay, it takes it just a minute. As soon as you see these 3 check marks, you are good. Now, if your file name is not correct, it will not accept your document. So if for some reason Sam's giving you an error, it's not accepting that document, go back and check your file name. You may need to do a new save as and make sure that that document name is correct. Also, remember, you never type in the file extension. That is provided automatically based on the program you're using. Okay, so I uploaded my file. It's been graded. So there's one of my submissions. Now, I'm sure you want to know, how did you do? So let's go to the reports. Okay, here is my list. First report that I have is from my Word Processing Module 1 Sound project. Click on the report and open it in Microsoft Word. Okay, so the very top, it shows my score. I missed something here. I did this in a hurry, but I made a 97 out of 100. I can scroll through here and I can see step by step what I got points for and what caused me to lose points. And you can see right here in red, it was step number 7. I selected the wrong font color, it looks like. So that caused me to lose 3 points on this project. So now, as I said, you have 3 submission attempts. So now I'm going to close that out. Here is my document that I had completed. This was the project itself right here. I'm going to go back and fix whatever that was in step 7. Try to get the correct color. So if I look at my steps, it should have been font color in my bulleted list. Should have been set to green accent 1, darker 25. I probably picked the wrong green. Darker 25. Going the wrong way. There we go. So now I have to resave because I made a change. So I have to save those changes. And now I need to go back to SAM and upload my second submission. Try to get those 3 points back. Okay, so I have to go back to my activity list. I have to go back into my project. See, it tells me now I have 2 submissions remaining. I act like I'm going to start it over, but there's no need for me to do all of this again. I don't have to download instructions in a start file. All I have to do this time is upload my file again, because I have made a change and I have saved it. Now also, I want to point out, I have students a lot of times that they can't figure out which file to submit. Look at the date modified column. Look at the time. That will tell you the most recent file. Don't upload an old one or you're going to get the same score. So here's my most recent file. I'm going to upload it, submit it again. I've got my 3 check marks, so I'm good. So what do we do now? We want to see if we earned those 3 points back, so we go to the Reports tab. Now, I have 2 SAM project reports. Once again, how do I know which one to look at this time? Look at the details. Okay, this is the newest one. This was the last one. Here's my new one, 510. Click on the report. And that fixed it. I got all of my points this time. I've got a 100. That's the score that's going to go in the Moodle Gradebook. Okay? You may have to come back and watch this video a couple of times till you get the hang of it. But I like using SAM because, number 1, you get instant feedback. Number 2, you're able to have more than one opportunity to learn how to perform a task. So I want you to keep doing it until you get it right. If you're like me, you want all the points that you can get in order to have the best grade in the class. So take advantage of having those 3 submission attempts. I don't need my third one here in this case because I've already made a 100, and that's the highest grade that I can get. But I have lots of students that don't ever take advantage of that second and third attempt. So please do so. It's there for you to help you learn the skill and to help you get the grade that you want in the course. So if you have any trouble with SAM, give me a call, send me an email. I will be glad to help you out. The other assignment that is here on SAM as of today is the Module 1 exam. Now, the Module 1 exam, I believe, has 35 questions on it. There are true-false questions, multiple choice questions, and also what I call task-based questions, where you have a simulated word window, and you are required to click in that window as if you would when you are actually using Microsoft Word to perform a task. So, for instance, it may say, add a header to this page. You would have to click in that simulated window on the right tab to pull up the header. With the task-based questions, you are given 3 clicks. So the first click, if it tells you that that's incorrect, don't do the same thing again, because the first time it was wrong, the second time it's going to be wrong. Okay? It is pretty picky. You have to click in the right place, but again, you have 3 attempts in order to get that question right on the task-based questions. All right, so any problems, you know how to get a hold of me. We should be finishing up Module 2 tonight. We will start Module 2 tomorrow. That material will become available for you first thing in the morning, and Module 3 will be right behind it. So we will be moving right along. Hope you have a good evening.